Happy Monday.
Morning.
Boy, the weekend went by fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did.
I
know. Weren't we just here?
Yeah, we just did this on Friday, right?
We sure did.
We are missing Emma this morning. She had to leave early.
I know, and Paul is recovering from that Cardinals game.
Yeah, I was kind of sad at first that I couldn't make it. It was the last game for the D-backs yesterday. And that always happens. We always have a Cardinals game and then the last game for the D-backs. So I was like, man, I'm going to miss it again. But all my friends are like, yeah, you didn't miss much.
So my son went with my husband and then two of his kids from class. But my son wore a Russell Wilson jersey.
How'd that go?
I was like, why would you wear that? But he insisted and he wore it. And I guess my husband bought tickets on the Seahawks side.
Yeah.
But his friend who came with him, the other little boy, he wore a Fitzgerald jersey.
Okay.
So we were balanced out. Well, it was good. We can all get along. So yeah, it was still fun. I figure it's a win-win.
I mean, the games are fun. You can go tailgate, you're hanging out with your friends, and just to experience the game all together is a great time.
They ate a ton, apparently. They ate like 2 lunches. They were the hungry little boys. But yeah, they had a good time. You can't have a bad, even when they're losing, I feel like you can't have a bad time just because the atmosphere is fun. It's such a gorgeous stadium. Yeah, it's a good experience.
Yeah, I can't wait to make it again soon, or to a game soon. But then yesterday, like I said, the D-backs were done, so it was the end of our season. But they did well. They ended it with the series win, so that's great. The fans were great. Everybody was in a good mood, and you know,
Vanessa had me and Rachel Cole.
Yes,
and
on
another
Friday.
one of our friends do the Carlton on the Big Fan Camp.
Oh, nice. Oh my gosh, classic.
So it was fun. I was like, "Can you girls help me?" They're like, "Yeah."
And then these little girls were getting in on it too. They were so cute. That was fun.
Cute.
It was a great weekend.
Great weekend. We had giveaways. It was
really fun.
Great time. So thank you to all the fans that came out this season. We can't wait to do it again next season. I think it's like 178 days.
But just enjoy your time off. Get your weekends back.
I'm excited to go to happy hour and brunch.
No, you got to do your Sunday fun day like everybody else. Yeah,
And
maybe,
sleep, right?
maybe
And
you'll
sleep,
go to
yes.
the game and we'll get a win at the Cardinals.
Okay.
Maybe you're the missing element.
Yeah. The energy
Okay,
that
I'm
way
going to go to the
now.
next one then.
Yes. All right. So this morning, our big topic we were asking on the show: do you give your kids an allowance for doing chores around the house? So experts say that giving kids a little extra cash isn't a bad thing. One psychologist says it's a good opportunity to teach kids about responsibility, how to manage their finances. Did you guys get allowances growing up? Do you remember?
I did.
I don't think it was like set that I remember, but yeah, if I maybe went above and beyond on something, or my mom really needed help with something, like, hey, if you do this, I'll give you this, but more for good grades and that kind of thing. Yeah.
So I had to, I don't think when I was younger I had to do the chores, right? But as I got older and I wanted money, my parents would give me an allowance. So I would do all my chores on Saturday. And that also kept me in the house too and busy. So
Part of the plan.
Yeah, so I would do my chores on Saturday. And then as we got older, my cousin, we were super close growing up, she would come over and they'd give her an allowance too. So we would split the chores. Yeah, and they were nice. They were like, okay, we'll give both of you an allowance if you do it. We're like, yeah. So I would give her the bad ones.
I was going to say, what's the one chore that you hated? So what did you give her?
Washing dishes. I don't like washing dishes.
Picking up the dog doo-doo.
Oof.
I still hate that chore.
My mom used to make me polish the leaves of the plants.
What? Really?
One by one.
No.
Yeah, so I had this special plant spray and a little dust cloth, and she would have me polish the plant leaves. These are real plants.
No.
Yes. That's like painstaking.
How many plants?
She had quite a few plants. Yeah, can you imagine? Is that cruel and unusual punishment? Should I call CPS?
So let me ask you, do you own plants now in your house?
No, I have. I know.
Anti-plant.
Can imagine? No, but I kill plants, so maybe that's why I'm like.
You're like, I don't want to polish you.
Leaf polishing. I have a lot of lovely faux plants.
Okay.
I killed succulents like
I
my
do
first
too.
month here. I got the prettiest. I mean, the pot is gorgeous, and now it's just like a black. I haven't even removed it because I think I can still reuse the pot, but that involves replanting, and I don't know. It was just a bad situation.
Do you have any plants? I cannot keep a plant alive for the life of me. So I recently bought one not that long ago, and I'm like, okay, this is my mission. One plant to keep alive. So I'm talking to it, I'm watering it, I'm putting it in the sunlight, and They told me that helps. So I'm like, okay, little Glenn.
My dad will tell you that helps. He talks to his plants in the backyard. Yeah.
So I'm hoping. So far, it's okay. But I don't know. Do you own?
I have one. I've gotten them as gifts over the years, and at one point I think I had 5. It's down to 1.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's holding on for dear life.
What is going on?
I have an aloe vera plant in the kitchen, and that's growing. But I think it's really hard to kill aloe vera. Like nearly impossible.
Do you guys have any tips for us?
I know. I think we need some green thumbs.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. Eddie says no allowance. He had chores and jobs he got paid for. Yeah, scraped and painted the entire house, but it made him a hard worker.
Wow.
I like that. Right. Mike, I'm not even going to read.
But Randy says no as well.
What the heck? What is up with people in these comments? You guys, stop it.
Be nice today. It's only Monday.
Christina, no, absolutely not. If they need money, they need to ask for it.
Okay.
And Brian said, I never received an allowance. I did my chores, and when I wanted something, my parents got it for me. Within reason, though, of course. Yeah.
There's some interesting comments. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just teaches like kids, it's kind of like a job, right? Like when an early job. You're like, hey, you do these chores, you get paid, save up your money. If you want to buy something, that's how you can earn it.
Oh, Nicole has a little green thumb tip for us. She says, put hair from your brush and plant in soil. I'm thinking it's supposed to help.
Your hair?
Your hair?
Really?
I will try anything. Yeah. If you say that worked, I'll try it.
That's interesting.
Just a little love. I don't know.
Stephanie says yes. It's a good way for them to learn how to manage money.
Yeah.
Did you already read hers?
No.
I was going back. We've got so many coming in. Children have a certain, Peggy saying children have a certain responsibility as a family member to keep their rooms clean, help with dinner. However, they do something extra like wash the car.
Yes.
That you can earn a little extra cash. Yeah, I kind of feel like that was my
that's what we kind of did with our boys, is that we're, because they would say, we made our beds, we set the table, and I'm like, those aren't really chores. Those are just things you do as part of this household, like picking up your laundry. I'm like, you don't get a bonus or a thank you for that. That's just kind of doing what you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, I feel like chores should be, if they've washed my husband's car and done stuff like that. I'm like, please don't wash my car, because actually they're the worst car washers on the planet. It's all straight, and then they get bored, and they were shorter at the time, so they only get like half the car. It's like, I'm like, I'm good. Why don't you do Daddy's car? I have the SUV. It's a little higher to reach.
I just love how you're so real with your kids, because every other mom is like, my kid's an angel and they do this, and you're like, no, my kids don't help with anything. They don't want to take a shower.
Oh my gosh, it's the constant battle. But literally the other day, my son was like, I have showered twice in the last 36 hours. And he's so bothered. I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
And why don't, I was talking about this with one of my girlfriends over the weekend about brushing teeth. The kids don't like to brush their teeth. So she told her son, only brush the ones that matter. so she could get him to brush his teeth. So she said the other day she overheard him telling the sister that. She's like, he goes, we got to brush our teeth. But mom said we only have to brush the ones that matter. She's like, okay. So they're only doing the front.
Oh gosh, only the front
brushing
matter.
Their teeth. But we got, recently on Amazon, I found these, they're like $20, but they're the mechanical, electric toothbrushes. Yeah. And so now that they've had those, and they have different heads, like one to get in between the teeth, one's like a polishing one, one's a regular brushing one. So it's probably a novelty, but they're super into teeth brushing right now.
Okay.
Wow. So I'm like, whatever.
It's kind of like a fun activity
really
for them to do.
So I'm hoping it lasts, but it might just be because it's new. But it's still worth the $20. If I can get them to do it for a few weeks of heavy polishing, undo some of the damage.
It's so funny how that happens, right? And then you, as an adult, like for me, I have to brush my teeth all the time.
Oh my gosh. So this is a debate they were talking about on the Today Show, is when you wake up, what's the first thing you do? Do you brush your teeth first? Or do you go get coffee or water or breakfast? Some people like to brush after breakfast.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I'll drink water first, and then as I'm getting ready to start putting on my makeup and stuff, I brush my teeth.
I have to brush my teeth first.
Right when you wake up?
Immediate. First thing. Yeah, I can't do it. Not even for 2 seconds.
Well, I guess I'm not talking to anybody in the morning, so I'm I'm like, hey, and there's over there.
I know. I'm like, I feel like I can't eat if I haven't brushed my teeth first, which is probably totally counterintuitive, right?
Everybody's different though, because I went to dinner with a friend the other day, and I was like, hey, are you gonna brush your teeth before you go? They were like, no, because then when I eat, the food's gonna taste weird.
Yeah, it tastes funny.
I'm like,
after.
Oh my gosh, so I debate with my husband about that all the time because I'm like, you brush your teeth before we go out to dinner. And he's like, but I'm going out to dinner and I'm obviously going to brush when I get home. I'm like, but I feel like your ground zero needs to be brushed at all phases.
I agree with you on that. Like, I was like, I'm gonna brush my teeth, and they're like,
Before you go out. Because doesn't it just compound if you have like garlic and red wine, you got other things going on? I feel like you got to start with a clean palate.
I agree.
It probably
Anybody
does.
else agree with us? Do they think we're crazy? We're talking about brushing our teeth?
Let's see. Brian says drink coffee first.
Yeah.
Make the bed first. Peggy makes the bed
That's what Craig
first.
Melvin said. He's like, he likes to have his coffee first thing, and then he'll brush later. Yeah.
Going back to the chores thing, Douglas is saying about, learning about earning and budgeting is really important.
Yes.
So, how much is a chore rate this?
Allowance, right?
Yeah, allowance.
So we
now.
did with our kids, because I think I did it we did like $1 per year. So like
$1 per year?
So like our 8-year-old gets $8.
Oh!
And then like your 11-year-old gets $11.
I don't remember. So my mom texted me earlier this morning because we were talking about it.
Yeah.
And she was like, you did get an allowance, but I don't remember how much. And I'm like, dang, I don't remember either.
Yeah, I feel like it was like $1 for ever how old you are. And obviously, when you got to be like 15, you kind of capped out because then they're like, okay, go get a real job, babysit.
Yeah.
My 8-year-old is so excited because he's earning some cash money this week. He's dog walking.
Cash money.
He is. He's
that's
dog
great.
walking and babysitting. Our neighbors are going out of town, and so they're letting him keep the dog and walk the dog every day through Saturday. We're gonna do.
Wow.
Yeah,
So is the
it's
dog staying the
Tuesday.
night at your guys' house?
Yeah,
Okay.
overnight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I may be a future client.
Yes. I'm telling you, and plus it's a win-win for me because they're always bugging me to have a dog, and I'm like, well, if you have a dog for extended periods of time, and I see that you're actually walking,
Responsible.
and contributing, and
Yeah.
scooping poop, and all that
Yes.
stuff you have to do. So it's like a little tester.
Isn't it funny how you try to teach your kids certain things? My mom's probably gonna get mad for me saying this, but so I remember when I was younger, I was like, I want to get my belly button pierced, and she was like, no. It kept saying no, right? And finally, she's like, fine, I'll do it. If I can do it, then you can do it. And she thought I was gonna say no. I'm like, girl, let's go. So we went, and she got her belly button pierced with me.
Like,
Yes.
she stuck by her
Yes,
word.
she did, and because she didn't think that thought I was gonna be like, no, I don't want my mom to get her belly button
Right.
pierced, and she was trying to teach me a lesson, and it didn't work.
It backfired. You have to be prepared because you never know what they're going to say. So you got to be prepared that it could backfire.
So yeah, you got to be careful when you're teaching your kids lessons. What else? It says Russell's gonna give a nickel.
Let's see. Oh,
Your son got $600 a month.
Are you adopting?
Can we move in with you?
Yeah.
Why so much, Eric?
Yeah, why so much? Maybe he does like all the chores. Randolph, let's see, a nephew came and worked at his warehouse all weekend for $50.
Yeah.
That's
really good.
That's really awesome.
Oh my gosh, I used to work in my dad's office. My dad was an ear, nose, and throat doctor. And so he would make me do the filing of the charts, like they had like the paper charts. And then he would make me clean out the earwax bin. So did you know when you go to the ear doctor and they suck the earwax out, it goes into this bin. And that was my job every summer. And people are like, why didn't you go into medicine? Because my dad totally grossed me out for life. Yeah. I earned that money. I earned that.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
On that note, let's get to your in case you missed it moment. Oh yeah, this happened during our regular show from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Time for our juicy question and answer of the morning. So here it is again. A recent study shows 55% of all people say this is one of the first things they notice about a person. What is this? Let's check in with your final tweets and text messages.
The car they drive.
Okay, the car they drive. If they were wearing a wedding ring, that's from Tom in Sun Lakes. Rita from Chandler says their hands and nails, especially a man's. Okay, and the answer is the choice of smartphone.
No.
55%.
What? I know a lot of people are always like, why don't you have an iPhone? I have an iPhone, but to other people, like, why don't you have an iPhone? Why do you have an Android?
I've had people
it's like
say
a big
to me,
deal
like,
to people.
Is that a 6?
Is that an older iPhone? What are you doing?
Like, I literally have no idea.
Well, now we're all dead giveaways because the new ones have the 3 cameras.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm working on that one.
Oh, you would. Still ahead on today.
I was very disappointed in our answer.
I know. I would think we thought it was your smile, your eyes.
For sure.
I totally could see about the ring though, because when I see an attractive guy, I'm like, oh, is he married? Not that it matters, because some of them don't wear it.
That would mean you'd have to have your phone out.
Yeah.
And then no exact.
I just cannot. Unless you're like, I had a coworker who had a flip phone, a legit flip phone, and it was the only thing she had. And then we would always like laugh at her when she would take it out. But other than something like that, I've never, noticed or cared. I can't even tell honestly the difference between a Samsung and an iPhone from I don't know. I want to see the source on that. Do we have the source on that? What is this?
I do know people notice when you first text someone if it's green or blue.
Oh, yeah.
I've had people be like, oh, it's not blue. It's
not blue.
Yeah, which
You're
is
not in my
like,
network.
as long as you have a cell phone and it works, like, does it matter? Really?
Not really.
You know what I mean? But some people are snobs about that. They're like, if it's not blue, they don't want to text with you anymore.
No, I'm just like, I'm very resentful about the fact of how much we have to pay for smartphones,
right?
And the fact that they are timed to die at 2 years.
Crazy?
So because of that, I don't know what model I have. It's like whatever model I had that died, the last one died to the date. 2 years for the previous.
I feel like every time they unveil a new one, like it's like some system they have where they just like make everybody's batteries die and like their phone starts messing up, and so that you want to go get the new one that they just released.
And they know how to make better phones. They just aren't going to make better phones. And then when they took out the little jacks, you had to buy the AirPods. I'm like, it's getting out of control now.
They're always finding ways to make money,
They
right?
are. I can't stand it. I hate that because I'm like, I would just use it to the ground. As long as it's functioning, I'm just going to go. But then you get close to like 18 months and it starts, all of a sudden it's not charging and lasting as long.
So with my cell phone plan, when I purchase the new iPhones, it'll go into my monthly bill, you know? So my provider just called me the other day and he's like, hey, you're paying off your cell phone.
An upgrade.
He's like, so do you want to upgrade to a new one? I'm like, So I'm going to wait and see. He's going to show me the new one with the camera and stuff, and I'm going to mess with it for a little bit and see if I really want to
Let us know.
spend the money to buy it.
I know.
I know.
All right, so we have some interesting little juice. Should we talk about our little juice today? Because I think that people are going to be excited about this.
Go ahead.
Beyonce.
Oh, you guys started to talk about this at the end of the show, right?
We did. We had a little teaser. So there are reports that Queen Bee, Adele, and Chris Martin from One Republic. I know. Now Crystal's in. So we're hearing they actually have recorded a song together. So the song is expected to make an appearance on One Republic's new album, Human, which is expected to come out in November.
Okay.
So the rumors have not been confirmed by either Adele or Beyonce's camps, but we can only hope that this is true.
Yeah, Ryan Tedder, the One Republic, wrote I didn't know, one of Adele's songs, Rumor.
Oh, really?
Because I was at their concert.
Yeah.
Love them.
She does.
And they were talking about, hey, we're going to sing some songs that, you may not have known we wrote or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And they started singing that. And I mean, I love Adele and everything, but I'm more partial to One Republic. The way they sang it, I was like, I want to buy theirs. Oh, I want them singing it. They're so good. They write a lot of music, so that will be a hit for sure.
There's a lot going on in the music world right now, right? With
I
the
love a good
halftime
collab.
show,
Yeah.
and then this collaboration, that would be amazing, you know?
Yeah, that's going to be really good. I love a good collaboration when you get these voices together. Like our Old Town Road guy. I'm very worried about Lil Nas X, you guys.
Because he canceled the show here this weekend in Mesa. Because he said he just wanted to take some time off because it's been a wild 7 months. But like you said, there's two sides. Like one side, I'm like, okay, you definitely need some me time because that's what I feel like with my 3 jobs. But then at the other end, like you said, he's doing really well right now, and he better take it for what it is. Because what if it doesn't last?
I know. And I think time and time again we've learned that these artists, they don't make money off the record sales. They make money off the tours. So I'm just worried that if he's putting off this tour while he's at like the peak of his stardom, he's going to lose out on making that money in case this is like a one-hit wonder situation.
Yeah.
Because believe me, the label is doing great. But I'm worried about my little Nas X. He's adorable. I just want him to have a happy life. Right off into the sunset on his horse.
Oh,
with Billy Ray. I know.
Well, you should tweet him and check
I probably
check up on him.
should check up on him, see how he's doing, make sure he's okay.
What a bummer for the fans too. They're probably very upset.
Yeah.
They're looking forward to that. And,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he had a really good reason, maybe not.
Well, Emma said it is the talk of Mason.
Yeah.
Is the talk of Mesa this weekend.
She was going to be first in line to attend that concert there at that music festival. All right, guys, on that note, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this Monday morning. We'll do it again tomorrow. And don't forget to check us out starting at 4:30 a.m., of course, on Channel 12 for your weather, traffic, and news.
Bye, guys.